Once again, it's your boy Atown with Atown's podcast show. It's a Tuesday edition, a special edition today. We have someone in the building with us that's very, very. She's gonna bring y'all some very, very positive information, some good news about how to get some money in your pockets. You feel me? Cause she did the same thing, and her money is in her pockets. You heard what I'm saying? She has a master's in psychology. That means she's very cerebral, very, 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 very smart young lady. She has a license in real estate, insurance, life insurance, everything like that. And she's also written a book on how to get you some money. You feel me? I want to welcome to the Atown podcast show today, Mrs. Harriette Hunt.
Hi.
Miss Hunt, how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Okay, I see you all ready for the fall, ain't you?
Yes, this is my month, October.
Okay.
October is my month. I have a birthday coming up in a couple of days.
Okay, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
That's good. Okay, so now we done got that out the way. You want to give me your disclaimer?
Yes, I have a disclaimer that I would like to give because I've never done a podcast before.
You're kidding me.
No, I've never done one before, not even a live radio interview.
What?
I haven't even gone live on Facebook.
Never.
No. So cameras and microphones are all new to me.
Okay.
So please, everybody, be gracious with me. Not to mention, it's my birthday in a few days, just in a few days. So I've decided for my birthday, I'm not going to accept gifts. I'm going to give back.
You're going to give back?
I'm going to give back some information today, some jewels that can, take everybody else to the next level.
I love that. I
Yes,
love that.
that's what I want to do.
I told y'all to tune in at 6 o'clock today because she got something for everybody. Everybody. I mean, for me too. I need some jewels too. I need some of this action too. You know what I'm talking about? Because I love some coins and some bills.
That's right.
And paper. You feel what I'm saying? So, Miss Hunt, give us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, where did you go to school? Where you from? Where you born? Give us some background on you.
Well, I was born here in Anderson, South Carolina. Very small town. I attended T.L. Hanna High School.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say when I graduated. I'll just say we just had a 40th reunion.
Yeah.
So that gives you an idea how old I am. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so that's just a little bit about myself. I want to tell you a little bit about my personality. I'm definitely a giver. I'm a giver, and I feel like my purpose in life is to give back.
Yes, ma'am. I understand that.
And if my friends ask you a little bit about me, they'll tell you that I'm very funny.
You got jokes.
I got jokes.
You got jokes like who?
I know, like.
Give me an example. Just give me an
Okay,
example.
like jokes like maybe Monique. Yeah.
Okay, I like Monique. Yeah, she tough. She tough.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. We talked about this the other day, and you said that you giving back, right?
Yes.
You started a foundation or a nonprofit or a business.
Yes. Now, I do have a nonprofit. It's called CRIC.
Okay.
It's called Community Resource Information Center. Mm-hmm. And with that, what I do is I give back a lot of information based on maybe whether it's insurance information. People call me all the time to find out about Medicare, Medicaid, how to navigate through the applications and navigate to how to get to the things that they need to do. Whether it's making home affordable plans, things like that. The things that you have to go through a lot of red tape to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I never understood the difference between Medicaid or Medicare. I don't understand the difference none of that.
I know it's
all the same, man.
It's all complicated. No, it's not the same, and it's all complicated. So a lot of times people reach out to me to get the information. So I'm kind of like the go-to girl around here.
Go-to girl.
I'm the
go-to
girl. Yes.
I like that. So you have a group home.
Yes. I have an unlicensed group home. It's called Sunshine Boarding Homes.
Okay.
And I've ran that business now, and I'm still in it for the last 15 years now. I've been in it about 12 to 15 years. And so I started out as a transition home, but now I provide housing for mentally challenged adults and disabled adults. And so that has been a big part of my life for the last 15 years.
That's great. Yeah. So when did that come about? Like what incident or what kind of what happened to make you get into that field though?
Well, like I said earlier, I think my purpose in life is to give back. So I've always been a giver. I've always been a caretaker type of person. But the entrepreneur side of me came from my mom.
Okay.
I've just been grinding and hanging out with my mom every day. She was a business owner. And so she kind of pushed me to do a lot of things. So
That's great.
to take that caring and nurturing side of me to a business side, I would have to, give attributes to my mom for that, and then also to myself for just being a caregiver.
No doubt. So, so your mother put you on the path to where you are today. So
Yes.
that's a big thing.
Yes.
That's so now you actually out here trying to, or you're not trying to, but you actually doing it. You actually doing what you're doing, and you actually inspiring other young ladies, or basically anybody really. But you inspiring other women to get involved and to kind of follow your footsteps in the business that you're in, right?
That's correct. So what I do, I've had 2 sessions here lately. The first session, we graduated 6 ladies. The second session, we just graduated 6 more ladies. They've already up and running. These ladies are doing what I do. They're providing housing for disabled adults. And some of them are doing it from a different capacity. They may be doing females only. They may be doing males only. Some are doing co-ed. However, they're doing the same thing that I'm doing. They attend class for 3 consecutive Saturdays. In the class, I give them all the information I have. And what I do is I also give them any resource information that I use to maximize my dollars.
Well, you do have your book, it's more like a manual, right?
Yes. So the book is called How to Turn Your Vacant Real Estate Properties into a 6-Figure Income.
Right.
Yes. So that book is on Amazon. That
Correct.
book is currently on Amazon. You can get that manual without taking the class. You can get that. But when you take the class, the manual comes with the class. So.
Okay. So let's talk about your classes though. So those classes, like how intense are those classes for? Say myself, someone who doesn't know a damn. Excuse me, I ain't gonna cuss today.
That's okay. That's okay.
Someone says I'm cussing today. No more cussing today.
Okay.
How will anybody like myself be able to come to the class and learn how to turn my property into
A 6-figure income.
some money? Yeah.
So somebody like yourself would just, call me when the next class session starts, register for the class. Like I said, they are 3 consecutive Saturdays back to back. They're 2 hours on that Saturday. You just have to commit to 3 Saturdays out of that month that we decide to do the class. And, you'll be there. We'll serve you dinner, lunch or breakfast. We do a continental breakfast. And most of the ladies are very engaging into to classes. So, yeah, it's very easy.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. So, so what about learning the class? What am I going to learn in the class? Like,
Okay.
what's the class
When you
about?
walk away from that class, like I said, the book is called How to Turn Your Vacant Properties into a 6-Figure Income, and it's called Unlicensed Group Home. So when you walk away from the class, you're going to walk away with two referrals to get a client. So I will assist you on getting clients for your home. Most of the girls now have already in the process of interviewing and screening their next participants. So yeah, I walk them through that. I teach them how to screen a participant to see if that participant is compatible to you or not, because everybody is not going to be able to service the same client.
Right.
What I may be able to service, you may not be able to service. So I help each girl decide which type of individual they would like to serve, and then they identify that in the class prior to getting started.
Wow. Okay. Now, what kind of special requirements should I have, or should I have any kind of requirements to get me
Well,
started?
I think definitely you need the abilities to want to help people. I think that just has to be first and foremost.
Gotcha.
You got to have a desire in your heart to help. We have so many homeless people now, even in Anderson, South Carolina, whereas before we didn't. So you got to have a desire to help, and it's got to be sincere.
So how important, or let's go back a couple of steps, because we kind of jumped out of there when we went.
Okay.
We went from childhood to Tia Hannah,
Right.
but we didn't hit on the college.
Okay, yeah.
Benedict
College,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
We got homecoming this weekend, so
Okay,
yes,
okay.
that's where I will be this weekend. But and I'm also the Anderson chapter vice president, alumni chapter. I'm the vice president here in the Anderson area for Benedict College.
Okay.
Yes. I at Benedict College, I majored in marketing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I was going.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
majored in marketing because I really didn't think that I would be doing something like this.
Okay.
My goal was to work on Wall Street.
Big time.
I was going to Wall Street. I went to New York, and I developed a culture shock because New York was not for me.
Right.
It was not for me. If you ever read the story, The Country Mouse That Went to the City, that was me.
Okay.
Got lost on the trains, got lost on the bus, didn't know how to do exchange. It just wasn't for me.
Right.
So I didn't make it to Wall Street. Unfortunately, I didn't make it to Wall Street. But I was back in Anderson with a marketing degree and nothing to do with it.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
So, yeah.
And then from that point, that marketing degree, and then you having a master's in psychology,
Right.
that kind of like led you to where you were.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm asking.
Yeah, you're
I don't
right.
know.
You're right. You know what? It led me to Department of Social Services. It led me to Department of Social Services, and at Department of Social Services, I realized that there was a big need of people here in Anderson that needed to be served. There was a population that was underserved, in here in Anderson. So I decided, what can I do to give back because I'm a giver.
Right.
So when they would come in, I could help them with food because I was food stamp caseworker. Everybody knows me as that.
Okay.
So I could help them with food, but what are the other resources? Because in psychology, you learn all the hierarchy of needs. So what are the other resources can I help these people with? Well, we know housing is one.
Right.
So I was like, okay, maybe I could do something with housing. Transportation in Anderson was, it was to me, it stagnated people because they're not able to get anywhere after 5 or 6 o'clock. The buses stopped. We didn't have cabs. The things that I saw in New York, it wasn't here. So I was like, we gotta do something about this. So my first venture was to start transportation, to provide transportation to those that didn't have the ability to get around.
That's amazing because you talked about that the other day, and I didn't think about that until just now, about how important it is for someone that may have a handicap or might be mentally challenged, whatever,
That's
to be able to get from A to B, especially when they're trying to be independent as they can be.
Exactly.
So you actually provide, or you actually help them become independently, or become more independent through your transportation and your homes.
That's correct. That's correct. The transportation was called Sunshine Transportation. Once again, that I think that's just always been my logo because I'm a giver. I'm just a person of passion. I'm always smiling. So the transportation, I did contracts through Department of Social Services. I went back, I contracted with them to provide transportation to some of the programs that they had available. One of the programs was Welfare at Work, Women and Children Succeeding. Those are the programs that I would provide transportation to through contracts.
No doubt, no doubt. Okay, great. So let's fast forward just a little bit now. Now you have a new venture that you opened up a new venture. It's like an adult daycare center. Okay.
So, like I said, after the transportation, I knew that I had covered one of the needs of the people of the community. I then decided to provide the housing, which is Sunshine Boarding Homes.
Right.
Okay. After being in the boarding home capacity for a while, I decided that not only does these people need more interaction with like caliber people, they need somewhere to go. They need to exercise. They need to do things out in the community besides being confined to the house.
Right, because they want to live a full life too.
They want to live a full life as well.
Right.
So that's how I came up with the venture of Rise and Shine Adult Daycare. Because once again, it's going to be a bright place. It's going to be something for them to do there. They can socialize with, like calibers. They can do the same things that we're doing. We all want to go to the gym. They want to go to the gym.
Right.
So there's a gym there for them. There's a nurse that will see them every day to give them one-on-one care.
That's great.
So there's computers, there's everything that we need for ourselves that will be available to them. Yes.
Okay. So how are they screened to actually be a part? Well, actually, are they screened in some kind of way to actually be in your program? Or
Yes. They will have to go through a screening process. They have to have a physician form from their doctor stating that they can come there because, like I said, we do have exercise equipment. We do have things that, they have to be active to be at Rise and Shine Adult Daycare. And Rise and Shine is located at 302
There you go.
Pimendary Road, Suite 9A. In Lakeside Shopping Center.
There you
Those
go.
of you that's
Lakeside
from
Shop-
Anderson,
yeah.
South Carolina.
That's it.
We're right here in Anderson. Like I said, we're not quite open yet. We have one more inspection to go through, and hopefully that will be happening in the next month or so.
Okay, great. So when you have your grand opening, you need to have us come down there and do like a live little broadcast from down there.
You guys are welcome. Because you guys, you having me here, I'm going to have you at my place. So sure.
That's great. So I'm keep it to that because I saw you the other night at the joint in Greenville. At the
Yes, I
619.
saw you there
Yeah,
with
yeah.
your camera crew. You guys was live doing your thing. So yes, I did see you guys.
Yeah, it was a great time for everybody.
That was a big event.
You missed it. You missed it. You heard me.
And
You
she
missed it,
was
you missed it.
actually here on your podcast
Yeah.
the month before. So yes, that was great.
Yeah,
That's
it was
great.
awesome. So, Miss Hunt, this is part of the podcast show I love.
Okay.
I got some questions. I need some answers.
I got the answers.
I know you do. I know
I got
you do.
the answers.
I know you
I
do.
got the answers.
This is gonna be a little bit of give and take right now because I got 21 questions.
21 questions. Okay.
Questions. But I'm gonna leave some of them out though because some of them gonna be kind of like you're gonna miss some of them though.
I won't.
You're gonna miss some of them. You're gonna miss some. Okay. Let's see. Get my pen because I need
Okay.
to go through. I need to. Yeah, I got that one.
Okay.
Okay. All right. How did you begin thinking about psychology?
Psychology. Well, let's see. I don't know. Like I said, I moved back to Anderson. I could no longer be a Wall Street stockbroker. So, because I'm in Anderson and there's nowhere to exercise my marketing degree. So I started working in the social service field, and the social service field did introduce me to a lot of the community needs. So with that being said, what's causing the people to be in poverty? What's causing this? So that's where I decided to kind of reach out a little farther and go into psychology. Yeah,
That's a whole lot of reaching now because
got to reach.
master of psychology, that's big. That ain't no small time feat right there.
You got to understand the people before you can help them.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
You
Yes,
got to
ma'am.
understand it.
I love that. Now, we got that already out the way.
Okay.
I got that one. See, this is gonna be pretty fast. All right, I'm gonna get more about you now.
Okay.
What's your favorite food?
What's my favorite food? Let's see. I would have to say fish, salmon.
You like salmon?
For sure. Salmon for sure.
And can you cook?
No. No.
You don't.
No.
Okay, that's
Can't cook.
off the. Can't
Check
cook.
that off. I can't cook.
Cannot cook. Okay. Salmon though, I like that. I like salmon too. All right. What's your favorite movie?
So I would have to say, what is my favorite movie? I don't know. I don't watch a lot of movies.
You like Boys in the Hood?
I like Love Jones. I like Love
Okay.
Jones.
All right.
Yeah.
What's my man name in
Tay Diggs.
not Tay Diggs.
Not Tay Diggs.
Lorenz Tate.
Lorenz Tate.
Lorenz
that's
Tate.
right.
Yeah,
Love
Lorenz
Jones
Tate.
is one of my favorites.
Okay. Favorite actor?
Will Smith.
You like Will?
I love Will Smith.
Okay, we put this on the list. She loves Will Smith.
Loves Will Smith, yeah.
Okay. Now, what's your favorite place to visit?
My favorite place to visit. I would definitely tell you that it's Asheville, but you know that, believe it or
Wait a
not,
minute, wait a minute.
Asheville,
I'm talking about, look at now, I'm talking about around the world now. I'm talking
Let
about
me
anywhere around
tell
the world.
you,
You gonna go to Asheville?
I'd rather go to Asheville. My friends will tell you that's all I wanted to do was go to Asheville. I don't have a desire to do a lot of traveling. I've seen a lot of places, and I haven't been impressed.
I'm gonna tell you about Asheville in a minute.
I love Asheville.
I went to Asheville one day. It's full of witches.
Well, they just had that.
I ain't talking about now. Back then, it's full of witches. They had the hurricane. They had the hurricane up there. Yeah, Asheville's in pretty bad shape. I'm sorry,
Yes.
anybody in Asheville. I'm not trying to come at you, whatever. I'm just.
I love Asheville.
saying
It's just
the witches
it's
up there,
just,
though.
it was the atmosphere of Asheville. I love it.
Like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Asheville. Put this.
Believe it or not,
list.
it's just Asheville. Yeah.
Okay. So we got that out the way. So like, if you wanted to, if I wanted to be like the group home, if I wanted to get into the group home business,
Mhm.
and I didn't have the money, where to get the money from?
Where would you get the money from to
Yeah.
start your first group home business? Well, so there's different ways that you can start your group home business, and we teach that in the class. Can't give away all the jewels on the class.
Got you.
But we do teach that in the class.
Okay.
If you don't have startup capital to purchase your first home, some of the girls from the class can tell you exactly what to do because they still got started even if they didn't have money.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the class is so important. The class. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the class gives a lot of connection and resources for you to get started as well. Yeah. So.
Okay, great. So, can you share with us what you just accomplished something major?
Mm-hmm.
Can you share with us about that?
Something that I accomplished that was very major.
Yeah.
Well, definitely passing the inspection of this adult daycare. This process has taken me about 24 months. So you have to go through a lot of inspection, DHEC regulations, construction inspections. You have to have an engineer. You have to have you go through a lot to open an adult daycare. So yeah.
I'm already done failed, so I ain't even gonna try to go to class. I'm out. I ain't gonna listen. I ain't listening.
That's not included in that particular class. That class is only for opening and operating boarding homes. The adult daycare, I don't do classes on that yet.
Right.
Yeah, don't do
My
that.
bad, but
Yeah,
still though,
Yeah,
my discipline level is not. You tell me something to do, I ain't gonna do it.
you ain't gonna do it. Okay.
I'm out there. I'm out of that. Done off my list. Okay, so, but I mean the other thing that you accomplished though, you did something major.
Okay.
You want to talk about that because you were smiling. You had something in your hand.
Okay,
You had something in your hand. You feel
So
me?
you were able to get you're privy to that information. So yeah. So what I did do something major. I did close on an SBA loan. And to me, that is very major.
It
so,
is.
like you said, you don't always have to have the money to do certain things that you want to accomplish. There are ways and resources that are available to get to your dream. So yes, I was able to close on an SBA loan, navigating through SBA regulations and guidelines to obtain this loan was very tedious,
I understood.
to say the least. But I was able to obtain that large loan, and it was very needed to get the business started. So yes.
Yeah, I'm very, very proud of you about that. Cause
Yes,
see,
thank you.
I tried.
I see
that.
you did your research.
Yeah, well, I tried to get me a little loan through. I went through. What's the company name? Target. But see,
Target.
They ain't want. I was being funny. I didn't go to Target. I'm just joking.
I was like, okay.
I'm just joking now. I
Okay,
didn't.
that's cute.
Target. Just don't. No, I was playing Target. I was playing. So look though. So. Don't play with. I gotta make you laugh a little bit.
Okay, that's okay.
'cause
That's
you kind of
okay.
look.
I'm a little uptight because
Yeah,
I've
but
never done it
relax,
once.
though.
Yeah,
You doing good though.
that's good. Was it a grant?
It was a grant.
It was a grant. You apply for a grant.
I applied for a
Okay,
grant.
they do
Then
that.
it didn't. They didn't.
I get it. I
Didn't-
get that.
But so doing the SBA, the process was very long. I'm sure.
Yes, a very long process. You have to jump through a lot of hoops to get an SBA loan, but to say the least, it was a major accomplishment for me.
It's very worth it.
Yes, very much
It's
worth it.
It's
but
worth it. It's worth it. It's
yeah.
worth it for sure. Okay. So now, you were recently featured in a magazine article called Talk Greenville online
Hey,
magazine.
you have really done your homework on
Yeah.
me. You
Hey,
done your homework.
hey, I got to get I can give myself some credit on that one
Yes, I'm actually in this month's issue,
this month.
October issue. I'm in October issue of Talk Magazine. It was very interesting to be appointed to the. It's 25 most beautiful Black business women
Correct.
of Greenville, but I'm in
Correct.
Anderson. But I was nominated, so yeah,
Yeah.
that's major.
That's major.
That's definitely major.
And those kind of companies right there, those kind of things are few and far in between.
I agree.
Did I say that right? Maybe not. But anyway, you know what I'm trying
No,
to say.
I agree. No, I agree.
So they interviewed you. They talked to you about your business, about yourself. Give us some of the process of that. What happened?
Well, what happened is I think you had to be nominated. So when they contacted me, I had already been nominated by someone that thought that I was worthy of being nominated.
Okay.
When they say beautiful, they're talking about in every facet.
Aspect, right.
Yeah, that I do give back to the community. What I do is I'm passionate about it, and I help a lot of people.
No doubt.
So when I guess the person that nominated me, they was thinking about that, me in that capacity, that I do help in a lot of ways. So yeah.
Because you have to have a beautiful heart and spirit to
Yes.
to even help anybody.
That's correct.
Because everybody don't do that.
No.
I'm just being real. Everybody,
That's true.
I can see people in the street and they be needing help, and then people are pass right on past them, and not even trying to offer them anything.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I do agree with you on 100% of that. So did they feed you over there in Greenville? They did a magazine article. Did they feed you?
You know what? They had a big nomination dinner on October the 8th, and I missed it because we were without power and all
Oh,
that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So I didn't get to make it to that. But yeah,
So you didn't get nothing to eat.
I didn't get nothing to eat. I didn't even have my plaque. Have you got the magazine? Because I didn't even have the magazine.
We got an article from the magazine.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the article from the magazine.
Okay, good.
That's a big thing too.
Yeah, that was major.
That's
that
a
was
big
major.
thing.
And most of the stuff has happened in the month of October for my birthday.
Birthday month.
Hey, yes.
Birthday blessings.
Yes,
That's-
birthday blessings.
That's big. That's big.
Yes, that's right.
That's big. Okay. Let me get a little more silly right now, because
Okay.
I get silly every once in a while, but I haven't cussed yet.
No cursing. No
So I'm
cursing.
doing good.
You're doing good.
Okay. Now, what would you do if you on a deserted island? I ask everybody the same question.
Okay.
You on a deserted island, and you had to figure out how to get off the island. What would you do?
I think I'll wait.
On who?
I don't know, but I probably would do nothing.
Yeah, you failed that one.
I probably
You-
would do
You're
nothing.
gonna be laying up in the dust. I mean, up in the, up in the,
I'll
up in the
probably try to
sand.
find some sticks and do smoke signals like they do on TV or something. But I don't know. I'll probably relax for a few days.
Okay,
I think I'll relax for a few days.
I'll take that then. I'll take that. Okay. That was a silly question. I had to get that out.
Okay,
out
that's
the way.
okay.
All right. So now let's go back to the classes. When the classes going to start? Okay, you wanted to do some more classes, or you have classes starting up at a certain
We do
time?
have classes starting in November. The first Saturday in November, we'll be starting classes.
Okay, that's
and those
important.
classes, again, will be how to own and operate an unlicensed group home and how to turn your vacant properties into a six-figure income. So that's what those
important.
classes will consist of, yeah,
That's very important.
in November.
November, the first Saturday.
First Saturday in November. And the first of the year, we will be doing classes on how to obtain a SBA loan. Because once again, this information is not just readily available to people. You have to really get out and dig and connect with resources to get the information. So yes, I'm going to be assisting people with how to get an SBA loan. And like I said, I will start those classes around the first of the year because I have to compile a lot of information, organize a lot of facts and information to bring back to give to the people. So
Okay, that's fantastic, because we all need that. I don't know who out there don't need no extra
Yes,
extra help on your business.
that's right. If you have a business, then no one wants to use all their resources. If
Correct.
there's government resources available that you can use. So yes, yeah.
So, are there any grants available?
There are grants available. I don't know a lot about them. I've connected with people on getting grants. Sometimes it pan out, sometimes it don't. So yeah. Grants are just out there, and everybody's looking for them. So
Right.
yeah.
I understand that. Okay. So, I got that covered. You did that. You want to talk about anything else? You have anything else on your mind?
Well, let's see. I don't know. Let's see what we've pretty much covered everything, unless there's something else you wanted to ask me.
Well, the things I want to ask you may not be the correct. What I'm trying to say is that they may not be correctly dealing with the business.
That's okay.
Because I really want to stay focused on the business aspect of everything.
Okay.
Because I really want to. I want everybody to really understand how profitable this could be.
Okay.
Could you kind of expound on that as far as like maybe like what kind of income that they could possibly make from this? I mean, I know you want to have a good heart of doing something for somebody, but at the same time, the bottom line is it's some bread involved too.
Yes, there's a lot of money that can be made, and when I say that, because there's so many contracts out there. You're just not going out picking people off the street to provide housing. You're connecting with case managers, different agencies, mental health, hospitals to get these contracts to provide the housing. So that's pretty much how that works. You're just not just going out getting them. You're going to have a contract that goes behind what you're doing. So that's where the money comes in.
Because see, I didn't want to make it sound like I'm all about the money, but
No,
I wanted people to really get an understanding that having a good heart and doing a good deed or doing a good job is great, but then there's also a payoff in it too.
That's true. And like I said, having vacant properties that you just have sitting around, you're not doing anything with it, you could rent it to someone or you can lease it to someone to provide housing for the people that are homeless or that don't have housing.
Yeah.
So, and then most of these people, like I say, if they don't have an income, they do have an agency behind them that will contract you to provide housing for them. So there's veterans. Veteran affairs. We have one here in Anderson. The veterans. There's, like I said, the mentally challenged, the elderly. There's just so many individuals that need assistance, and there's contracts.
That's great. That's fantastic. I know that veteran thing. I'm going to have to look into that veteran thing because
we got you on that. So a 3-day class session right now are still going for $650, and you make that back when you get your first client.
Crazy. Ain't it?
Yeah, so because I'm a hometown girl and I want to do things on the capacity that we in Anderson or a small town can afford, I'm doing it at a price where you can get it for $650 right now. First of the year, those prices will go up. But, I'm way cheaper than the YouTubers that you don't know if they're going to scam you or not.
Right.
I'm right here in your hometown. I will be providing those classes on YouTube after I start with the SBA. Then we'll have how to start your unlicensed group home. It'll be on YouTube.
Right.
You can follow us on YouTube then.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
And your website, you're going to have all the information on your website there.
Yes, I'll have the information on my website. Thanks to A&W Podcast. Thank you, guys.
We're going to look out for her.
Thank you.
We're going to get it straight. We're going to get it right.
Get me right.
We can get it right.
Okay.
So I want to say one more thing, and then we're gonna wrap it up for the day.
Okay, sounds great.
Because you really came in here, you were kind of nervous before. You were kind of nervous on Sunday. We had a long conversation Sunday.
Yes.
We were talking about it, and you was like, "Man, I'm gonna do a disclaimer today. I don't want anybody thinking I'm." But see, I told you, your business.
Yeah, I know my business.
So why should you be nervous?
I'm not nervous.
You're not.
Yes.
You did a great job today.
Thank you.
Mrs. Harriette Hunt, I want to welcome you. I want to thank you for coming on the Atown's podcast show.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for coming, because it was our first time I didn't say a cuss word the whole episode.
Yes.
I did it. All right. Thank you for coming on, and wish you much success for your business. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Pushing 85 on them
I
and
did,
we
we did.
rolling. I got me swerving on these bitches cause they trolling.